on the grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Party lit, feel the prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat, watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Heart be loud, feel the prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
Well, after a couple of games on the road, it's the home opener for the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Welcome in to Clinton Prairie High School, the ISC Sports Network. My name is Nathaniel Finch with you today. This one brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By the Frankfort Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And finally, by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Welcome into the Day and Genda Funeral Home pregame show, putting family first. You see the starting lineups being announced on the floor, and we'll do that up here as well, as this one about ready to get underway from Clinton Prairie High School. They're announcing the Gophers starting lineup. 0-2 on the season. Cale Morris in his fourth season. And you see the starters right there with Coleman, Grant, and Kaiser, both Coleman's sisters, and Alexis Perez as well. Only 3 returners on this squad. Alexis Perez, 4 points a game. And then Lily Coleman was on the team a year ago, played every game. So did Madison German Potter. She will come off the bench. And we'll watch this as it goes. Your officials tonight brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Chris Coddington, Greg Kirkham, and Derek Stephen are your 3 officials for tonight. And, of course, those starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. You see the 5 for Benton Central. The first game of the season for the Bison with Goodman, Yaden, Menier, Hands, and Richardson, and we're ready to get this one underway. Some keys to the game for you. It's going to start, as often in this sport, with limiting turnovers. So we'll certainly keep an eye on not turning the ball over on offense. We'll see the Gophers right here with it to start, and forcing some turnovers on defense. Want to rely on your returning players. The Gophers don't have a ton of them. It's a new roster. It is a lot of freshmen. We see a nice runner there, but it is no good. The attempt from Perez, one of those returners, gave you 4 points a game last year. You want to rely on her and the other players with experience in this gymnasium. And your final key to victory, just play free. Don't worry about, am I running the right play? Are we doing this right? Just go out there and play basketball free, and you'll find some success. Those keys to victory brought to you by the Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. Nice job of limiting the turnover there. Nearly got rid of it, but was able to haul it back in. And the foul. It'll be the first one against Benton Central, and Ava Hands a little too handsy. The first look at these two teams. Clinton Prairie 0-2 to start the season. Here's a nice look on the inside, and Grant cannot get it to go. Rebound Richardson on the other end. This is Yaden. The Bison, their first game of the season, 17-8, a successful year last year. As another missed shot and a hustle play, Benton Central will keep the basketball. Driving his Hands, and she's too short. A little rusty, both of these teams. You can imagine early in this season, the first game that the Gophers have played inside their gymnasium this year. Tipped away and stolen. And stolen right back. Benton Central, a late start to the season because of the success of their volleyball team. We'll talk about that more in a moment. First, it's a timeout from Cale Morris on the ISC Sports Network. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, Post 976, serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. More information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. The volleyball team very successful for Benton Central, making it to the state finals. That was at Gainbridge Fieldhouse last Saturday. So a late start to the year, and a lot of these girls still kind of getting into the flow of things after a long volleyball season. Very successful last year, did lose in the first game of sectionals to Rensselaer Central, but 17-8 as another turnover for the Gophers. And that'll be the first bucket of the game. McKenna Yaden with the steal, and then converts on the other end. The Gophers dropping both of their 2 games away from Clinton Prairie to start this season. Losing at Fountain Central, losing at Southmont. 2 teams that project to be pretty darn good this season. The first look brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature and nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Back on the Benton Central side of the floor, wearing those dark uniforms. Here's a triple. A little too strong. We'll see some rust get knocked off here. Chloe Goodman misses that one. And the rebound to Kaiser. Grant with the double team. She has to get rid of it. And it'll be an over and back. We'll see what David Baxter's squad looks like in his 16th season as head coach. And a good turnover there. The Gophers, despite giving one up, now get it right back. And we got to travel. Perez took an extra step. A lot of turnovers here early. It's going to be one of the keys to the game. Making sure you don't turn the ball over and you find a way to force some turnovers. Way easier said than done. The Bison on offense here. Yaden gives it up for Hands. Here's a triple. That one too short, but a long rebound by Goodman. Running some offense, and it's a travel. Another turnover for the Bison, their 4th. Perez to inbound. Here's a full court press. Nearly forcing the turnover, and it will be a jump ball. Possession flips. Baxter, 401 total wins, surpassed that at the end of last year. This is because he spent 7 years in Attica, won 3 sectional titles, a regional title, and he's certainly been successful since he came over to Benton Central. A total of 10 sectional titles across his 16 years here. 2 state title appearances, won 4 regionals, postseason success galore for the Bison. As a first look at a good basket, but Coleman sends it too strong. Ball saved. Then off goes Emma Grant. And it will look like a jump ball, but instead they're going to call a foul. Ava Hands gets called with her 2nd infraction. You take a peek here. Tried to split the double team. A little too much contact. Perez to inbound underneath her own basket. The Gophers running some offense. A lot of freshmen on this team. 11 underclassmen in total. Just 2 upperclassmen, a senior and a junior. Here's an attempt at a corner 3, and that one goes awry. A Bison rebound. Goodman hauled it in. Now a triple on the other end. And that's too strong, but the putback and the foul. Asley Reynolds, a couple of chances at the line for the junior. She gave you 5 points a game last season. Yeah, take a peek here. Boy, there's a lot of contact against Perez herself while the ball was still in the air. And Perez just tried to fight back. Tough against a bigger center. Reynolds off the bench. Some good minutes here of late. Nearing the halfway point of quarter number 1. Double team, this press has been a problem so far. Somebody's open, here's a shot. Oh, that one looked close. A little too strong. And a rebound for the Bison. Yaden's played well. Nice turnover there. But again, this full court press, a foul called. A little too much contact. This press is certainly causing some issues. Poked out of bounds, but it should still be Clinton Prairie ball. It is, as Coleman had it snatched away. Now Perez to inbound. Emmy Kaiser with it, and she steps over the back line. Man, this press is really bothering the Gophers. Another turnover. Good news, this Clinton Prairie defense has held strong. Three-pointer missed. Now off to the races, a scoring chance, and it is poked out of bounds. The Gophers will keep it. Emma Grant had it snatched away. Man, Clinton Prairie's had a couple of those fast breaks. By no means easy offense, but certainly something they can look to as maybe an opportunity against this Benton Central defense. That one was tipped. It's snatched away. On the run. A little too short. Harper Butler took that shot. Kinsley Richardson returns, the starting freshman. One of 3 underclassmen starting for the Bison. So we talked about how young Prairie is. Man, so is Benton Central. A turnover. And another steal. Now you got to break this full court press. Running out of time to get the ball across the timeline. I don't think they're going to. And they don't. Man, it took them 10.5 seconds to cross the timeline. Oh, they call the timeout. David Baxter wisely calls the timeout, man, just in time as well. This one is brought to you in part by Day and Genda Funeral Home. With locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville, the compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Genda dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on the services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Cale Morris, the head coach of the Gophers, the 3rd leading scorer in Clinton Prairie boys basketball history. Graduated in 2016, went and had a successful career at Franklin College, and immediately became an assistant at Clinton Prairie for a couple of years. The head coach now in his 4th season, hovering right around 500, his record, and that's what the Gophers were last year, a game above 500 at 12-11. You lost to Carroll of Flora by 1 point in the first round of sectionals. These teams now the 11th meeting, and Benton Central leads the series 8-2. Played this time last year, and it was a Benton Central win. Convincing as well. They certainly scored a lot more than 5 points. It's been a slow start. Credit to the Prairie defense. The Bison poke it out of bounds. The Gophers on offense, wearing their home whites. A nice crowd at Clinton Prairie for the home opener tonight. Emma Grant uses the screen. She'll set up Kaiser. Kaiser with a shifty move, and she gets, no, she walked with it. It's a tough call there. The 9th turnover of this quarter by the Gophers. Benton Central looking to set up some offense. Credit to this pesky defense of the Gophers. And as I say that, it's a bucket for Asley Reynolds. This press bothering Clinton Prairie again. You got to get the ball across. And they do not. Easier said than done, but the press break has been an issue for the Gophers today. Nearing the end of this opening quarter. It's a good opportunity for Clinton Prairie. Get a stop and get a bucket or two, and you'll feel right back in this game. Triple team, ball on the ground, and a foul called. Looked like Perez came in a little too hot. Too much contact there. It'll be her second and the team's second foul of this opening quarter. Nowhere near the bonus for either team. Nice steal there, Kaiser. Can they break the press? You get lucky, it's popped out of bounds. Here's the inbound. Kaiser tries to get across the timeline and is harmed. It'll be a foul called against the freshman Kinsley Richardson. And they'll have another chance to inbound from behind half court. The press drops off. And now it attacks. Offense needs to move quickly with these double and triple teams. Missed shot, looked like a good look. It was Harper Butler with that rebound, but it pokes out of bounds. The Bison have turned the ball over 8 times. Certainly a lot of rust to knock off for Benton Central as well. Yaden. A lot of contact across the timeline, nothing called. Now a look from straightaway 3, and it's too strong. Rebound Yaden. Looked like some good offense for the Gophers. They might be settling into this game. The final few seconds. Final 60 seconds here of this opening quarter. More press, and it's stolen away. The 11th early turnover for the Gophers, and a foul. Still nowhere near the bonus, so you'll see an inbounds here. Of course, 5 fouls to reach the bonus. Always 2 shots on a common foul once you reach the bonus. Here's a triple attempt, and it's good. The first 3-point made today for either team. It was Chloe Linder off the bench. And now the Gophers with numbers. The ball sails out of bounds. Benton Central will get it back. Goodman, 20 seconds remain in this opening period. Linder straight away. She just hit one, and that one's too strong. Rebound Grant. Limited time. 6 seconds to get a shot off. They launch one down the court. Here's a chance. 2 seconds. And it's snatched away. 10-0 the start for Benton Central at Clinton Prairie on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. Free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor delivery, safe sleep, car seat and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning the unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Well, it's been all Bison early, but I think the win, if you are a Clinton Prairie fan, you only held Benton Central to 10 points in the opening quarter. You get a couple buckets here, and you'll be feeling just fine. The home opener for the Gophers. And a whistle here. It will be Clinton Prairie basketball. The moving screen from the Bison forward, Aisley Reynolds. 8 turnovers in the opening quarter for the Bison. That is now 9 after that. And this full court pressure has certainly caused some issues for Clinton Prairie. Double-figure turnovers themselves. Grant from downtown. Oh, that one off the bank. Here's the putback, and it's in. The first points of the home slate. Alexis Perez gave you 2 buckets a game last year. There's her first of the game. Nice job with the rebound and putback. A couple more of those, you'll be feeling just fine. Here's a corner 3 attempt. Yaden rolls around. Here's the putback. No good from Reynolds. And the foul. Reynolds with an elbow to the face of Perez. It looks like it'll be the sophomore Alexis Perez getting called with it. You see here, they actually called it on Lily Coleman, the senior. Shows you how powerful Reynolds can be. 5 points a game last season. She's already got 3 today. And with 3 white jerseys surrounding her, she finds a way to not only pull down the board, but draw the contact. And now she'll get a couple chances at the line. Couple substitutions here. Harlow Holder enters the game for the first time for the Bison, and in comes Kenley Cummins, the freshman. We'll give Clara Coleman a break. A lot of freshmen on this squad, like we said. 11 underclassmen in total for Clinton Prairie. They have 1 senior. Benton Central, not a single senior on the roster. The quote from Coach David Baxter, "We are extremely young, and we will need to grow up fast." Well, they certainly look grown up today. And this one snatched away with the right-handed layup, and that's busted. It'll be a turnover. She stepped on the end line. These teams trading TOs. It's double-figure turnovers for the Bison now. One single Benton Central player applying pressure. And it's snatched away. In transition, the layup too strong. A couple of missed layups consecutively, and the putback is in. McKenna Yaden, a talented forward with her second bucket. She gave you 10 points a game to lead the team last year, at least among the returners. Ball to the corner. The inside feed, stepping out of bounds. It will be Benton Central basketball. A home opener for the Gophers. Down by double figures early, still plenty of time, and the deficit not too strong. Could use some good defense here. Grant applies the pressure. Here's the double team. What's Hands gonna do with it? Here's a mid-range. That one bounces, and boy, got the lucky roll. Chloe Goodman, her first bucket today. One player providing all the pressure that Clinton Prairie can handle. That certainly provides a luxury when your other four can go back and get set. It's another turnover. The runner, unsuccessful, but the foul, you get 2 shots. McKenna Yaden, a couple quick buckets of late. Take a peek here. Yeah, Grant just kind of stepped in and a little too much contact. Couple new Bison enter the game. Manier re-enters. So does Richardson, a pair of starters. And here's Yaden from the stripe. Grant crosses the timeline. She's got an open lane to the basket, and it's blocked. Yaden blocks it, pulls down the board, and now on the other end. She'll go coast to coast and too strong. Cummins now with it, or after the rebound. The Gophers try to set up some offense. Here's Coleman. Lily, the senior, the team's lone senior. In comes Perez, the top returning scorer from a year ago. Only 3 players from this Gopher roster returns. As you will see a chance at the line. The layup too strong, but the contact was as well. Kaiser with a pair. See here, just a nice job running toward the basket. You see a couple of girls kind of got in her running lane, got in the way. A heads-up play to throw the ball up even if she wasn't ready to shoot, because now you get a couple of chances at the stripe. This one is brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, taking pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, they bring the firepower and elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by veterans, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora. That is 128 West Catherine Street. Or visit online, tier1meatco.com. Kaiser into the scorebook with that free throw a few moments ago. And then a good play on defense. Now Clinton Prairie with a chance. The ball is sent out of bounds. Nearing the halfway point of quarter number 2. Benton Central picking up right where it left off in its 17-8 season a year ago. Again, lost in that opener of the sectionals to Rensselaer Central, a conference foe. Benton Central, a 2A team in the Hoosier Conference, the West Division. There's a lot of teams in that conference. 9 total. We see an over and back call, another turnover. You have the Hoosier Heartland Conference for Clinton Prairie, and then the Hoosier Conference for Benton Central. Prairie finishing 5th in the Hoosier Heartland a year ago with a 5-3 record, pretty solid. Just over 500 overall on the season. But only 3 players returned from that team. Holder with the drive and a nice finish. The smaller freshman. Might be 5'1", 5'2", and she finds a way to get that one in. Poked out of bounds, will stay Clinton Prairie possession. Seen a bucket and a free throw from Clinton Prairie. Yeah, take a look at this finish. Over contact. Coleman did everything she could defensively. Just an even better play offensively. Trying to break the press again. This is one Bison player who's applying all the pressure, and it's certainly worked. Gives you a huge advantage. Here's the mid-range. Jumper, no. Cummins with the miss, the freshman. And now in transition. Harper Butler. The feed on the inside and some contact. A pair of free throws coming up for Madison Manier. This one brought to you in part by the South Fork Restaurant. Dine in or carry out. The South Fork Restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, my goodness, and award-winning onion rings. We might have to have a longer halftime show so I can run over and get some of this food. The kitchen open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8:30 p.m. Come and join us, 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry, Indiana, or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. First free throw successful, a change. Madison Manier, 4 points a game last year. And she splits the pair. Rebound, though, from Cummins. Can Clinton Prairie break the press and run some offense? So far, yes. Now the double team, and it's snatched away. The final few minutes of this opening half, Benton Central having their way. Here's a lob on the inside. A lot of contact and the travel. Yaden gets called. Boy, they probably could have called her with an offensive foul there, too. It works the same. The 11th turnover from Benton Central. Full court press again. This is a tenacious bunch. And why not in your season opener? You've got fresh legs. Here's a shot from downtown. That one, no. Heads out of bounds, will be awarded to the Bison. Asley Reynolds returns for Benton Central. To inbound is Harper Butler. Manier, who hit that free throw shot a little bit ago, heads to the bench. Oh, nearly stolen away. A nice look from Emily Kaiser. The freshman, a lot of talent. And now on the inside, a foul called. This one's brought to you in part by Mulberry Telecommunications, offering high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We are a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Beat that, right? Now that we've expanded the services into Carroll County, excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you into our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net, mintel.net, or call 765-296-2885. That is Mulberry Telecommunications. Both free throws missed by the forward Reynolds. Just 2 minutes remain in the opening half. See if the Gophers can get something positive going before the break. Not there. In transition off the steal, and she does it all. Harper Butler with her first bucket of her varsity career, the freshman. Ball's loose, picked back up by Prairie. Loose again, same spot, and there's the tie-up. Jump ball possession will remain Clinton Prairie control. Kaiser to inbound. Tight defense. Can she get it into the backcourt? Grant's a freshman, has looked good carrying the ball today. We'll call that the broadcaster jinx. Benton Central brings it up. The second quarter brought to you in part by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, a place where recycling always makes sense. Call Wampler's 659-3721 for all your trash recycling and scrap needs. Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. Here's the inbounds for Benton Central. Fiery to the bucket, and that one's too strong. Yaden misses, but then she gets a second chance. 8 points for the junior forward who averaged 10 a game a year ago. The season opener for the Bison, the home opener for Clinton Prairie. Lobbing this one, nearly stolen away. Here's a chance. On the inside, and we get a blocking foul. It'll go against Reynolds. Been called with a couple today. It's on the floor. Although they will actually award her some free throws. Because that's the 5th foul called against the Bison this quarter, which means bonus shots. You get 2 here. No longer a 1-and-1. 2 bonus shots once you hit that 5th. The 5th one, or the rather first free throw is a miss. Kaiser got on the board earlier from the stripe. Here's another chance. The chains for Benton Central. David Baxter, 400 total wins in his career, 401 to be exact. And now Kaiser doubles her point total. The final few possessions of this first half. Here is a cutting Butler. She gets her own rebound. This time it is snatched away. A nice takeaway by the Gopher defense. And now trying to find some space. 30 seconds remain in the half. And a foul. Too much contact. It'll go against Chloe Linder. And now a chance for a set play here for the Gophers. Grant will inbound in front of the Benton Central bench. Linder, who just committed the foul, provides defense. Inbounded to Kaiser. Nice passing here. The Gophers with 20 seconds, and it's an unforced turnover. Over and back the call. Baseline inbound from Butler, and now the final possession of this first half. Benton Central went into the break with a 10-0 lead, now ballooning it. 23-4 your score. That's how the first half will end. It was all Bison. We've got a loaded halftime show coming up for you in a matter of moments. This is the ISC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
At Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, we take pride in keeping your property looking its best and your projects moving forward. From expert commercial and residential mowing to lawn fertilization that keeps your grass healthy year-round, we've got your yard covered. Need more than lawn care? We also specialize in directional boring, trenching, and full excavation work. Whether it's maintaining your curb appeal or tackling big jobs underground, trust Laser Edge and Excavation to get the job done right. Let us tackle your next project. Give us a call at 670-2286.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, world-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School, the home opener for the Gophers and the season opener for Benton Central. So far, all Bison in this one. It is the ISC Sports Network, and the thoughts on this first half presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Nathaniel Finch with you, and we'll take a peek at the first half statistics here. Let's start with the Gophers. A couple of buckets made, one of which by Alexis Perez, and then 2 points as well for Emmy Kaiser. That's the 4 for the Gophers. The issue clearly was turnovers. They had more than 20 in that first half. That's something they're going to want to clean up heading into half number 2. As for the Bison, they did turn the ball over in the teens, which is more than what you'd like as a basketball team. So credit to the Gopher defense, especially early, really tenacious and found a way to force a lot of turnovers on the Bison. Here are the numbers for Benton Central, how they got to those 23 points. It was a lot of McKenna Yaden. She's a star junior forward, 10 points a game last year. Well, she had 8 points in that opening half. Behind her, a lot of contributions from across the lineup. All but one player who saw the floor scored. This was a triple from Chloe Linder. A bucket from Asley Reynolds. She had 3 points as well, so 3 for Linder and Reynolds. And then you had 2 points from Harlow Holder, Harper Butler, a pair of freshmen, Ava Hands, the sophomore, Chloe Goodman, the sophomore. Then you had 1 point at the foul line from Madison Menier. So that is how you get to the 23 points that Benton Central scored. It was 10-0 after 8 minutes of play. And then the Gophers started to put up a fight offensively, scored a couple of buckets, 13 points scored in that second quarter for Benton Central. That is how we got to our score, 23-4. When we come back, it is the highlights, and it's brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications. That is next on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfurt Eagles 976. serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Welcome back to the ISC Sports Network. 23-4, the Benton Central lead. Here's a few of the highlights from this first half. You see McKenna Yaden, she had 8 points there. She scored after that takeaway. Asley Reynolds, her lone bucket today. Here's the lone 3 of the contest. It was Yaden again. Boy, she had herself a quality first half. Nice putback. It's a beautiful bucket from Alexis Perez. And now back to the Bison. A few offensive boards and that, a nice fadeaway. Yaden. Here's a nice look from mid-range. Not an easy bucket. And took an extra couple of bounces. And then here, really an impressive drive from Harlow Holder over a couple of defenders. Every bit of just 5 foot. And she finds a way to go high. Here's Yaden again. You see why she had such a quality first half. Able to get some buckets over a few defenders. Those are your first half highlights, and those are brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town. When we come back, it is time for the second half adjustment. It's after this on the ISC Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Second half adjustments brought to you by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. Here are the big ones for Clinton Prairie. You need to find a way to stop turning the ball over so much. They had over 20 turnovers in the first half, and here's the big reason. As soon as they had a Bison defender within 5 feet, they would pass the ball in the backcourt. They'd pick up their dribble. You need to just keep dribbling through, make them come up in contact, because these officials are calling a lot of the contact. So don't get too worried when you see a defender pick the ball up and pass it right away. They were just passing it back and forth and failing to get the ball across the timeline in 10 seconds. Just keep dribbling through, make them come up and steal it from you. Make them earn the turnovers, if that makes sense, and you'll have a much better job getting the ball across and running some offense in the second half. I think a few times when we saw the Clinton Prairie offensive sets, they looked fine. They got some decent openings. It's a new squad, 11 underclassmen. They've got 9 freshmen on the roster. It's going to take some getting used to, this Cale Morris-led squad. Those are your second half adjustments. Just find a way to limit those turnovers. Meanwhile, you can tune in on Tuesday night, 7:30, as the Lady Hot Dogs host the Chargers from North Montgomery. Or you can watch Plainfield take their show on the road to Ben Davis. Then Wednesday night, 7:30, North Central at Lawrence North. Some big games here. All of that and more on the ISCSportsNetwork.com, where local lives here. That's ISCSportsNetwork.com. And a travel. An early look at the Gophers offense after that halftime break. We'll see what kind of adjustments were made there. You will see a full court pressure right away, and look at that. Just continuing to power the ball. Sounds like they can hear me. It's stolen away. The Bison with a great play on defense. And that is one, as Yaden gets into double figures, that is one that Benton Central earned. So you didn't just give them the free turnover. They did make just a great play. Those you're okay with if you're head coach Cale Morris. As we've got a turnover here, the double team. It was the turnovers as soon as pressure was within 5 to 10 feet of the offensive player. Those are the ones you got to clean up. There will be some steals that the Bison do. They're just so talented defensively, and you're okay with that. We'll see how that continues here throughout this second half. Again, it's a new roster. Just 3 players returned from a year ago. 5 total points per game from last year's 12-11 squad. Rebound tipped around and picked up. The putback is nowhere near. And Kaiser hauls it in, or rather Perez. The screen helps break the press. That's impressive. And now the double team in the corner, needing some help, and a good job getting it off the foot. But a timeout called first by Morris. This game is brought to you in part by Davis Comfort Solutions. We understand that your comfort is important. That's why the team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info on financing and special offers, visit online daviscomfortsolutions.com. And right away, the Morris-led squad looks a lot better breaking the press. You love to see that. The halftime adjustments working so far. They still turn the ball over, but it was one that just came on a great play by Benton Central. So a great job just powering the ball past half court. You can't pick up your dribble from 60 feet away. So that adjustment continuing to look good for the Gophers. Certainly would like to see more than just the 4 points on the scoreboard, but once you can stop turning the ball over so much, you'll get a lot more opportunities. Inbounding after the Morris timeout, Clinton Prairie with Lily Coleman. And it's snatched away. Yaden again, now with the cup. She goes too strong. Nice rebound, Perez. She's hauled in quite a few boards today. The press break successful. Some offense here from Clinton Prairie. Double teamed, and she gets it off. Here's a look. Numbers underneath the bucket. That one just off the mark from Clara Coleman, the freshman, with a nice attempt and a whistle blown. They'll call Lily Coleman with the foul. A senior, played in every game a year ago, and the lone senior in this outfit. The 11th time these two teams have played. Benton Central has won 8 of those. Looking to make it 9 here. Ball's on the ground. There's a fight for it, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Benton Central. It's because or rather they will switch it to Clinton Prairie. It's because Benton Central started the second half with the ball, so now Clinton Prairie will get the inbound. Two minutes gone by third quarter. Here's the inbound, full court pressure again. Grant tries to break it, does so pretty well, and then now the double team, the tie-up, it'll go to Benton Central. If you're tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard, give JXN Stump Solutions a call. They got the equipment and experience to get the job done right, offering 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 765-242-9523 for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. A quadruple team leads to the open shot. The bank is open late on a Saturday night in Clinton County. That was Kinsley Richardson who joins the scoring party. Now every Bison who's seen the floor has a bucket. And a nice shot on the other end as well, turning defense into offense. Another steal on the move, a hockey power play, and the layup successful. The timeout from Morris after Yaden. No, actually, it's a whistle because of a foul. So they'll say that Menier, a little too much contact for Benton Central. It was a Bison-made bucket, and they will count it, but a foul called. The only harm that does will add 1 to her total and add 1 to the team total here. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Stolen, then stolen back, then poked out of bounds. It will be Benton Central basketball. Kaiser couldn't haul it back in. Strong start to the season so far for Benton Central. Corner 3, too strong. That's not a strength of this squad. They have a lot of size. They do well in the paint, but they've really struggled to shoot from beyond the arc. Here comes the substitution for David Baxter's squad. 16th year at Benton Central. It's 10 sectional titles over that time. A lot of productivity out of this program. Spent 7 years at Attica before then. 401 total wins for Coach Baxter. Here's a look on the inside. The double team too strong. Snatched away from Butler. Here's a triple. Benton Central too short. And it'll be a foul. Clinton Prairie gets the ball. A rare early season tournament on the way for the Bison. They'll stay up in this area. Head to Harrison High School on Tuesday. So it is the IU Health Hoops Classic in West Lafayette. We'll have 8 teams. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. You love to see these early season tournaments. Of course, everybody used to the holiday tournaments as the shot goes awry. But you like to see the early season tournaments as well. A lot of fun in those tournament atmospheres, getting you ready for February and March. As Yaden hits another one, 16 points for her. She has had her way. You can see the improvement from a year ago when she averaged 10 points a game. A steal there from Reynolds. It's been the McKenna Yaden show. Can that continue? Here it will. 18 points. She has been spectacular. A lot of size, a lot of skill, the junior forward. And now Clinton Prairie looking for some positives in half number 2. Kaiser has it, guarded tightly by the freshman Holder. Here's a long 2. It is missed, but the rebound by the Gophers. Emma Grant with a positive, and she'll get a couple chances at the line. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, post 976. Serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. To the line, Emma Grant. She looks for her first points as a varsity basketball player. The freshman, one of 9 on this team. she cannot. Moving in transition, still aggressive despite the big lead, and a foul called. It'll go against Emma Grant, the freshman. This next basket, an important one for Benton Central. As it would turn this one into a running clock. 35 points at any point in the second half triggers it, only gets stopped for foul shots and for timeouts. With a look on the inside, off the glass, too strong. Clinton Prairie says, not yet. It's the rebound from Kenley Cummins. Now the Gophers look to run some offense. Barking out orders, the point guard Emma Grant, and Holder steals it. On the other end, in transition with a right-handed layup. The clock will continue to roll for the rest of this one as Ava Hands puts it in with her right. Just her second bucket today. The running clock rule is similar to football, 35-point lead, second half. That's what we see here. Here's a triple attempt and too short. Cummins gave her a go. Goodman goes coast to coast and rolls it in with the flush. Cale Morris leading this team. The third leading scorer in Clinton Prairie boys basketball history. Was an assistant out of college after he went to Franklin College. A couple years as the varsity assistant, now the varsity head coach in his fourth season. Good news if you're Clinton Prairie, Benton Central, one of the better teams you will play all season. In fact, all three of these games to start the year, really quality programs. Fountain Central, who just earned its first loss today, this morning, but before that undefeated. Southmont yet to lose. And now Benton Central will start off the year strong. As the clock continues to roll, the turnover now in transition. And it's stolen away. A nice job by Emma Grant. And she gets fouled. Reynolds picks up another one. It's not a shooting foul, so the clock will continue to roll, and it will run out. Or will they? What are they doing here? Are they marching her over for some free throws? The clock operator didn't know that, so. Clock operator let it run for about an extra 10, 15 seconds. The reason we get some free throws because of the double bonus. Benton Central, too many fouls this quarter. Emma Grant to the line, still looking for her first points as a member of this varsity basketball team. It's her second trip to the line. Rebound Hands. Butler runs the offense. She's a freshman. She's looked promising today. Trying to penetrate, good defense. Lobbing up a shot and got it to go. Man, what more do you need to do if you're a Gopher fan? Butler finds a way to put it in over multiple Clinton Prairie defenders. Looked like good defense there. Trying to create some spaces, Perez. Cummins, the final few seconds, snatched away. Benton Central looks to add more to its point total. 2 seconds, here's the floater, and it's missed. Putback won't count, it was missed anyway. 41-4, the Bison lead over the Gophers, heading into the fourth quarter of play on the ISC Sports Network. It's a nice graphic.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of all Awesome upgrade today. The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
A big Bison lead to start quarter number 4. This final period brought to you in part by Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, keeping your property looking sharp and projects moving forward. From mowing and lawn fertilization to directional boring, trenching, and excavation, they deliver precision and reliability every single time. Cutting clean, digging deep, building strong. That is Laser Edge Turf and Excavation. Low post, an opportunity here, a long two, too strong. Boy, if that was about a step back, that would have been a nice 3-point made. Instead, unable to get it to convert. Clock will continue to roll. More than a 35-point lead for the Bison in the second half. And even if Clinton Prairie were to get it within 35, the rule states the clock will roll regardless. The running clock, once it's initiated, will not be reverted back. Only stopped for free throws and timeouts. Here's a look on the inside, and Coleman falls down in transition with the right hand. And a successful one from Kinsley Richardson, her second made bucket of the half. It's been the McKenna Yaden show today. 18 points. A strong start to the season for the junior forward. Averaged 10 a game last year. Ball's on the ground. Picked back up. Perez prevents that from becoming a turnover. She now will handle the ball as a point forward. Blocking foul, nice for the Gophers. It looked like that could have been an offensive foul the way that Perez bumped into her, but they say Richardson was in the way. Foul is a bit of an issue for Benton Central at times this game. Twice out of the 3 quarters that Clinton Prairie was in the bonus. As we get a second quick one to illustrate my point. In that third quarter, 20 points scored by Benton Central, and Clinton Prairie still looking for its first bucket since quarter number 2. Cummins will fake the handoff. Double team. She now gets rid of it. A wide open lane, and the runner bounces off. Will stay in possession of the Gophers. A change for David Baxter's squad. Entering for the first time today is Leah Strasburger. Inbound Kaiser. Some nice handles there. Uses a screen and picks up the dribble. Perez kicks it out. Here's some open space. A nice long possession here. Clinton Prairie looking for a good shot. Here's a long 2 from the elbow and offline. The putback, though, and the foul called. A pair of free throw shots. Clinton Prairie can get on the board for the first time this half. This game is brought to you in part by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, offering free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby, 765-659-6063 for more information. A perfect dream setup for Clinton Prairie. They get the first free throw to stop the run, and then getting the rebound, now a chance at a couple more free throws. Asley Reynolds to the line. Or I beg your pardon, this is Kenley Cummins, the freshman forward. It's the home opener for the Gophers this season, their third game of the year after 2 tough ones on the road. Another rebound. And now another chance at a bucket, and that one is in. Cummins couldn't hit from the line, but they count the same from the low post. Here's the dribble handoff. A long triple to Strong there, and a foul. A little too much contact on the inside. It was Kaiser and Perez in pursuit. And they'll call Kaiser, so a pair of free throws here for Benton Central. Harper Butler, new to this roster. She's a freshman playing in her first game, and she's played pretty well. A couple of made shots today. She now has her first free throw. Nearing the halfway mark of the final quarter. The season opener for Clinton Prairie. A lot of contact. Nothing called yet. Great job by Perez sticking with it. Here's an open three from the corner. The rebound is picked up by the Gophers. Coleman has it. That is Lily, the older sister. There's a foul called. You've got Lily Coleman, the senior, the lone senior, and a few years younger than her, her freshman sister, Clara. Get the foul and a couple chances for Kaiser. Already in the bonus. That is certainly something David Baxter is going to want to fix with his Bison team. That one nothing but nylon. Kaiser with her third free throw made of this contest. Second one rattles out. An unlucky roll at the home rim. Here's a mid-range and it's blocked. Great play by the Gophers. Barking out some commands. Here's the inbound, an open triple. It's too strong. Rebound, and a good one by Perez, the team's top player this season. Just 5 points per game returned from last year's squad that scored nearly 30 a contest. So you know it's going to be some growing pains for Kale Morris in this team. Cummins has a chance to be a focal point of the offense. She can't get that. Just one senior, one junior, 11 underclassmen, including 9 freshmen. So it's going to be slow out of the gate. But Morris is a good coach. He can find a way to get this team turned around. Keep an eye on him later in the season. Nice play defensively. And now the Gophers won't give it up. Lily Thomas enters the game for the first time, a freshman. Looks like Arya Green as well. Well, the JV only played a half today. Here's their second half. As a foul called by Thomas, who just checked in. To the line for 2, Adeline Keller. Today's game brought to you in part by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention, all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Here's an attempt, and the bank is open. Late on Saturday night in Clinton County, getting it in, Emma Grant. That is her first bucket as a varsity player. She has was sent to the free throw line a couple times and was still looking for her first point. She gets it there, now a chance at 3. And she gets it. Pure. Grant, a talented freshman. Just $2 left in this game. Here goes Butler, double team. Defense looking strong of late. And it's a steal. On the run goes Grant, who just scored through contact on the other end. It's another foul called. As Emmy Kaiser, she's got 3 points, a chance to make that 5 at the line. Coming up in just a couple of minutes will be the Willow Creek Barn post-game show. The Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And in said post-game show, we will name the player of the game, brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles. Stay tuned for that. Nathaniel Finch with you on the ISC Sports Network. Emmy Kaiser puts it in at the foul stripe. A few dribbles, now stolen away, and I'll tell you what, you might be trailing by a lot, but Clinton Prairie's done a great job keeping up with the defensive intensity. As they tell the clock operator to let it roll, and this is not free throws, it'll be an inbound. It was not in the act of shooting, and Prairie still a foul to give. But the defensive intensity here from Clinton Prairie, despite being down big, they have not given up. In fact, they've gotten stronger as the half went. That's a sign of good coaching, and that's something Cale Morris, I'm sure, will go into the locker room really praising his team for. They've done a nice job playing every possession like it's the first and like it's the last, regardless of the score. Here's a nice attempt through contact. A pair of free throw attempts on the way for Emma Grant. She's found a way to get to the line quite a bit today. That is something she will like to continue throughout her freshman season, especially when your shot's not working. If you can find a way to get them for free, that would certainly be ideal. And after missing her first few, Grant's looked good at the foul line. A few nothing but net. She's measured and now has it figured out. Rattles out, the final minute remaining. Here come the Bison, looking to run another play or two. Holder, here's a triple. Butler misses, rebound, but looks like a foul. It's because she sent Hannah Prather to the floor. And that will give the Gophers the ball, 30 seconds remaining. Crossing the timeline probably one last time, Emma Grant. Snatched away. Will they score here? Backing her down, the Butler did it. 50 points now for Benton Central. When it did that last year, Benton Central was 14-2. The attempt there, nothing. Miss as well. Lily Thomas can't get it to go, and that's our final. Today from Clinton Prairie, the opener for the Gophers, but it is all Bison, 50-13, your final score. And now it is time for the Willow Creek Barn post-game show where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And it is time to name our player of the game. That brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, and this one pretty simple because McKenna Yaden, 18 points today, and she was just everywhere. You see some steals, some putbacks. She had her way offensively. Certainly had her way defensively. You see that fadeaway, man, that's a tough one too against the glass. In transition, McKenna Yaden, the junior forward, so much promise for David Baxter's team. 10 points a game last year to lead the returning group, and she looks to be even stronger as a junior. Plenty of finishes at the rim. Your Frankfurt Eagles player of the game is McKenna Yaden, and it was certainly one that you need to look a little bit harder for some positives if you are a Gopher fan. But the big positive, I'd say, late in this game, despite trailing big, the Gophers did not give up, and they played with a lot of intensity. They got the majority of their scoring in the second half. And it's certainly one we'll want to keep an eye on, this young group. Just one senior, one junior, and 11 underclassmen. Keep an eye on the Gophers throughout this season. See what Cale Morris can do in his 4th season. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, people helping people. And finally, by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Nathaniel Finch with our entire crew at ISC Sports Network. Have a great Saturday night.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit the Willow Creek Barn